So what is this expansion called? I haven't looked at anything.
This expansion is called Darkened Saga Domination. The last one was Awakening. This one is Domination. And I believe the third final one is literally called Finale or something.
Oh, so they're all Darkened Sagas. They're just a different part of the saga.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you a spoiler. We started with Kayn last time. Now we're getting Varus. Next time we're getting the third Dark, which is Aatrox, the big one.
Oh, that's exciting. Okay, cool. So what champions are in this one? There's Vayne, because you just linked it to me. There's Varus, and there's Seraphine. Those are the three?
Yep, those are the three.
Perfect. And how are you liking this expansion so far?
No comment.
Wow, okay, it's not bad, right?
Okay,
yeah, dude.
The cards are very exciting. They're very exciting, but they're also a little bit controversial. But I can't say anything until you rate the cards, Rarran, because I'll give everything away.
All right, Vayne, 3-mana 3/4. When I am summoned or round start, create a tumble in hand, or if you have one, reduce its cost by 1, and I've seen you attack 4 times. That's a pretty good base stat for Vayne. Doesn't seem very hard to do. It depends how good tumble is, so let's see how good tumble is. 3 mana, slow, equip an ally with an equipment in hand that costs 2 or less. It starts a free attack. Well, hot damn.
Yep.
If you don't equip an equipment, do they still get a free attack?
Yep.
Like, let's say you don't have it. Okay, that's pretty decent. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, leveled up Vayne is 3-mana 4/5. When I'm summoned around start, create a 0-cost tumble in hand, or if you have one, reduce its cost by 3. Wow, that's pretty good. The tumble is really decent. Okay, what about the champion spell? Vayne's Condemn, 6 mana fast. An ally strikes an enemy. If you've attacked 2 times this round, I cost 5 less. Create Vayne in your deck. Wait, what the hell? An ally strikes an enemy is when the ally only hits them, right?
Yeah, they don't get hit back.
Damage.
Yep.
God, okay, dude. I'm gonna be honest. This one looks pretty good. This is it seems like it's good in a vacuum. Like it's just a strictly good card. But the question is it actually good? Like, is it playable? Oh my God. I'm trying to remember if this card would have seen play when I was playing. I think it would have seen play. What is it from again? It's from Demacia?
Yeah.
So Demacia is the one that buffs a ton, right? Or they can support their units a lot?
Yeah, Demacia, I would say, is pretty much the region that has a lot of ways to attack a lot and has very good stats on their units. But not many like fancy tricks. Just very straightforward attack, good stats.
Oh my God. I don't know, man. I feel like this is good. I would be surprised if you told me this is bad. So I'm going to go with it's pretty good. I feel like this is, no, there's no way this is bad. Surely.
Final guess?
Don't say it like that.
All right, yeah. No, Vayne is not just pretty good. She's really, really good. You might even call her broken.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, okay. It's explained.
So I don't know if you remember last time we talked about Jax, and Jax was like good in a cheese deck. Well, Jax is finally like really, really good with Vayne because they give like a ton of weapons and you just equip that weapon for free while starting a free attack. There's also a really stupid interaction with the scout keyword. I don't know if you remember, but scout means you get to attack with only your scout units, and then you get to do another attack with all your units, basically. So as long as your unit has a scout keyword, you get to attack. So if you start a free attack with a unit that has the scout keyword, you get another full attack afterwards. It's a really dumb mechanic, and Vayne abuses that to the fullest. So it's not just attack a lot, it's attack all the time.
Yeah, so basically Vayne is good because of the tumble.
Yeah.
Right? The tumble's just nuts. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
So you have to imagine like there's a weapon that just gives scout. So you're sitting on your with your Vayne on your board. It's just like a 3/4. You tumble, and before the free attack starts, you take that weapon with like the scout weapon. So it gets equipped, and then you get another attack because of that. It's all like in one go. It all happens in the same motion, and it's really, really stupid.
Yeah, okay, that sounds pretty... Wow. I was gonna say this interaction was in the game beforehand, right? But because now you can get it consistently, that's why it's like stupid to play against, right?
Yeah, exactly. It just takes one less action to set it all up.
That's disgusting.
It really is, yes.
Okay, let's go to let's go to Varus. All right, he has his own region. The Arrow of Retribution. Okay. 4-mana 3/4 quick attack. Auto equip the Darkened Bow. And to level up, you have targeted 8+ allies. Whoa. So the Arrow of Retribution is you may put any cultist cards in your deck during deck building. Once you've played 3 cultist spells, draw a Varus. Wow, okay, that's pretty decent. 2-mana 0/0. Whenever you play a spell or equip an ally, give me +1/+0, max +5/+0 until the next time my bearer strikes. Bearer strikes? What does that mean? Bearer, like the weapon?
Yeah, the unit that has the weapon equipped.
Interesting. That doesn't sound super good. Again, these ones are always really hard because it really depends on how good like the cultists of their origin is.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It feels a little slow. It might be pretty decent with Vayne because I think you can pair it with Vayne. I'm just gonna say everything with Vayne's good. Okay, the leveled up version is 4 mana 4/5. It has quick attack and overwhelm. I think that is again. I keep okay. So auto equip the darkened bow. The darkened bow activates twice and has max +10 +0. So does the darkened bow keep its stats if you like remove it from the minion?
Yes.
I guess that's okay. So that makes it seem a lot better. Okay. Wow, that's pretty insane. And then his champion spell is the Chain of Corruption. 3 mana burst. Give an enemy vulnerable and give an ally +1 +0 this round. Create a fleeting Chain of Corruption in hand. And then create a Varus. Okay, so this is just like his ult in League, right? So you could cast this on multiple enemies.
Yeah, exactly. And the attack growth on the bow is basically him like charging the bow, which is pretty cool. And then when you strike, he lets go, you lose the attack.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, he seems pretty garbage. I think this is just not worth the effort whatsoever. I remember Ornn was kind of the same thing, right? He's a big meatball. Are big meatballs ever good? He's not as much of a meatball as Ornn was, but I'm gonna go with it's pretty bad. I wouldn't be surprised if he is just not playable at all. You could pair this guy with any origin, right? So there are chances of you buffing up your units a lot easily.
Yeah, so he is his own region. I don't know if you remember Kane from last time, but they have the same origin. They both have like the same cultist package that you can put in your deck.
Oh, okay. No, I still think it's bad. So I think it's, yeah, I'm gonna go with it's bad. I don't know. How is this even closely remote to Vayne? And if Vayne's that good, I feel like this card's just bad. Yeah, I'll go with bad.
Okay.
It's bad.
He's actually pretty average. He's not bad, but he's also definitely not good. I like to call the cultist and the dark so far, like Varus and Kane, they're just like the Mario of Runeterra, where all their stats are always like super like average. They don't do anything great. They don't do anything terrible, and they have like a lot of bases they cover. Like, they just have a lot of spells that are cultists from like other regions that just do it all. Like they have freezes, which is normally only in Freljord. They have stat buffs, which is like Iodia, Demacia. They have elusives, which is usually like only in a certain couple of regions. So they do it all, but they're not really great at anything.
Okay, yeah, so he's just like a jack of all trades pretty much.
Yeah.
It just feels very underwhelming. I wish you showed me him first, because I looked at Vayne and I said, there's no way this guy's good. Like, that's what I kept going back to. All right, I can't wait to see Seraphine. I can't wait to see what they did with this champion. Let's go. Damn, she looks sick in this game. What the hell?
Yeah, much better. The actual like a pilt over pop star instead of whatever they did with like the glittery stuff in League.
That's not my queen, dude. What happened, dude? What the hell?
Sarah Queen?
All right, she looks okay. Interesting. So 2 mana 1/4. When I'm summoned, create a new 2-cost spell in hand. So what does the new word mean? Just like a new spell you don't have?
New means the first time you play a card. So a card is only new once per game, like the first time you play it. So if you have 3 copies of a certain card in your deck, it's only new the first time you play it. The second time, it's no longer new.
Oh, okay. But does she just randomly generate any spell, or does it have to be in your deck?
Any spell at all.
Ooh, oh my God. All right.
But one you haven't played because it's new.
We're really going with Hearthstone, eh? This is peak Hearthstone designer here. I love it. What the hell?
Okay,
hold on.
So I was streaming the other day, right? And I was getting smashed by Seraphine. And I was like, guys, do you hear that? And I just started playing the Hearthstone theme. It was a good time, but that's really how it felt.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. In Hearthstone, 2 mana 1/4, create a new 2-cost spell in hand. I don't know if this card would see play. It's not bad. The 1/4 stat line's pretty good though. She's almost guaranteed to live at least 1 turn, which is probably okay. So she is getting value. You played 6 new spells this turn. Okay.
This game. So in deck.
This game, sorry. My bad. So Seraphine's upgrade is 2 mana 2/5. When I'm summoned, create a new 2-cost spell in hand. When you play a new spell that costs 2 or less, copy it with the same targets. Whoa. Copy it with the same targets. So if you do a buff, it will buff the same target. And then if you do, okay, wow. Oh my God. And that's with any spell that, as long as it's new, that you have not played before this game.
As long as it's 2 costs or less. Yeah.
2 costs or less. So if you're running some really good 2 cost spells in your deck, like there's like Mystic Shot, for example, right?
Yeah.
That would work. Wow. Wow. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Okay, hold on. That's pretty nuts. Okay, high note. 2 mana fast spell, deal 2 damage to a unit. If you played 6 plus other new spells this game, deal 1 damage to another unit. And then this also shuffles another Seraphine in your deck.
Yep.
Wow, that's pretty sick. Now, on average, so she can get spells from any region as long as they're 2 cost.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. And would you say on average that most of those 2 cost spells are good?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Interesting. So I wonder how much randomly 2 cost spells will be. What is that? What did you just link me?
Oh, just a random card that fell out of my pocket. I thought maybe you should look at this one.
Oh, okay, perfect. A random card. Fan club president. Excellent art. Holy shit. That's phenomenal. 4 mana 2/2. Play manifest is discover. So discover a spell that costs 5 and set its. Excuse me?
Yeah, I just want to say that there are a couple of ways for Seraphine to generate and discount maybe some cards.
Okay, so I didn't even think about this. So as long as the card when you cast it is 2, she will copy it.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I thought I'd clarify that. I don't want to be too unfair.
That's wow. I feel like you're baiting me. I feel like you're making this card seem better than it is. I feel like on average, this card isn't great. If you do get the leveled up version of it though, it's really good. You know Bran in Hearthstone? You know that card? The card that doubles your battle cries.
Oh, Bran Bronzebeard.
Yeah. This is the upgraded version is not as good as Bran, but it's like getting close to where it would be like, you need to kill this card immediately or you just lose the game.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like, okay, so there's 2 things I'm going to say here. Number 1, Seraphine is like Riot's child. Like it's literally its baby. So I would be baffled if this card ended up being bad.
Yeah.
So I would imagine she's good. I don't think she's better than Vayne necessarily, but I could see her if there is enough ways to generate really good 2 cost spells, she would be like broken. Is this healthy for the game? I mean, it depends on who you ask. I think from a Hearthstone player's perspective, it's probably good for the game. It's probably super fun to play with, but I can see people getting extremely tilted from this card.
Okay. Yeah. So Seraphine, is one of the most broken champions ever released in Runeterra. Easily.
Oh, better than Vayne?
Yes. Like in a nutshell, better than Vayne. But the thing is with Vayne counters Seraphine. But in a nutshell, Seraphine is still the better card, right? Because the Masha attacking a lot, Seraphine just doesn't really deal with that very well. And she takes time to level up and get that value, whereas Vayne is just attack, attack, attack. Yesterday, somebody posted a screenshot on Twitter of the top 15 leaderboard, like the top 15 highest rated players on EU. And there were 15 decks, all different variations of Seraphine decks. So she is good everywhere. It's ridiculous. But okay, so 2 years ago, there was this deck called Karma Ezreal, which was Ionia Piltover. Karma, when she has 10 mana, doubles any spell. So when you have Ezreal and Ezreal's leveled, it meant that every time, like whenever you play a spell, Ezreal shoots to Nexus. So with Karma, it doubles the spell, Ezreal shoots twice instead of 1 for every 1 card you play. Seraphine, not only is it in the same region as Ezreal, so that means you can pick any second region you want, she also is just a 2 mana Karma. Because, you know, you level her, you generate so many cards, and Ezreal will literally kill you from 15 HP. It's Exodia. Once you have Seraphine and Ezreal on the board, it's Exodia. There's another card, it's a landmark, and what it does is it discounts every new card by 1 mana, so more chances for Seraphine to double up the spells. There's also another 5 mana spell that says if you've played 2 spells last turn, draw 2 cards and reduce their cost by 2. It gets ridiculous. You have no idea what to play around anymore. Fan club president sets it to 2 mana, doubles up the spell. It's ridiculous. I can hear the Hearthstone team playing again in my head. I'm pissed. I hate Seraphine. Yeah, she's pretty good.
Yeah. I can feel the rage.
I only have like 10 games against her yesterday. I won like once.
Wow. Yeah, she's probably the best champion they man, I should have went with my instinct, dude. I was like, it's Seraphine, it's Riot, dude. There's no way they're gonna make this card bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, I mean, it's got to be really fun when you're playing it, but playing it against it is like probably, I want to say miserable, but maybe Maybe it's not
it's
as bad
miserable.
as I'm thinking.
It's
Oh,
miserable.
okay.
It's straight up miserable. The thing is, he's played with Ezreal, and they use Nox as a second region, and it's just a full control deck that literally just removes all your units and then plays like some of these fan club presidents, the drum solo that reduces the cost, and then eventually, like, they rule all your units. They have Seraphine on board, they have Ezreal on board, all their cards cost like 0 mana, and then they kill you from 15 HP at burst speed. You don't get to interact. You're literally dead while looking at the screen. You cannot interact. It's just Ezreal just shoots you.
Okay. That's what's the site for Runeterra for stats? Oh yeah, she's like in every deck. Wow, dude, this must be miserable, man. What the hell?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe I should play some Hearthstone, and then you told me that story about Brand, so I guess I'm not doing that either. Hey, Marvel Snap released yesterday, right? Maybe that's...
Marvel Snap was actually pretty fun. I would highly recommend it. It was pretty great. Dude, that's pretty nutty, man. I feel bad for you. Like, you know what? Like, in Hearthstone, when they released Yogg, right? Yogg is probably the most notorious RNG card of all time for Hearthstone, right? When they released that card, at least most like you're going into Hearthstone when the game is already considered pretty random based on previous expansions. Like Runeterra is not a random game. Like it's pretty straightforward in terms of what your cards actually do. So when the best card in your game turns out to be random, something that randomly generates and double dips on it, God.
Yep.
That's
yeah, the
spicy.
double dipping and the discounting is the worst part.
One last question, because I remember there was a card in this in Runeterra. So in Hearthstone, there's cards now that they've made it really common, not common, but there are cards now where you can interact with your opponent's hand in order for you to steal cards, right? Is there anything like that can interact with Seraphine so you can take their Seraphine? Or is it just, they just do their own thing and you just die?
We have one region, Targon, that can silence. So if you silence her at burst speed before she can do anything, then she's basically disabled for that turn. But that's really the only way. We have no way of instantly removing her and making sure she gets 0 value. We have some hand disruption. There's a 4 mana 2/3 in Piltover and Battle City that discards the highest cost card from the enemy player's hand. But
yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. But yeah, it's the highest, right? And Seraphine's 2 mana. So like the chance of you actually getting it is so unlikely.
Yeah.
That you never, well, okay, dude, good luck to you. That's all I'm going to say.
Thank you.
Good luck.